What's up, YouTube? This is True Raw Forward TV. So I just want to give my condolences to the victims of today's shooting, 4th of July shooting in Chicago. This happens way too often. It's getting worse and worse every year. President Joe Biden gave his worthless and unfeeling sympathies toward what happened. I hear that the shooter was apprehended after a chase. So much I want to say here. First of all, it's interesting that in Akron, Ohio, the incident happened a couple days ago, that individual who, from what I could tell, just pointed a gun at police, which is still a fucked up thing to do, but he pointed a gun at police. This individual ends up with 60 holes in him. Because, police said, they feared for their lives. Somehow, some way, once again, when it's a person of another persuasion, of a similar persuasion, every time, they end up walking away scot-free with their lives, even though he murdered 6 people. Every time it's the same thing. And he probably ended up with, order a Subway, and, one of the officers patted him on the head, called him sport, and so he just had a bad day, You had a bad day, I understand you got a micro penis and life has been unfair to you. Hey, you want some more? Hey, you still hungry, champ? No, I'm good. You sure? Sure don't want some Baskin Robbins? Some Dairy Queen kid? Sport champ? Another thing that gets me about this is, when this was first reported, they referred to it as Chicago. Then when certain realities come about, now all of a sudden it's Highland Park, an affluent suburb adjacent to Chicago. No, motherfucker, it's still Chicago. All right? It's still Chicago. And also, one other thing I want to say before I end this video, to all of you gun nut advocates, right? When all these situations happen, where are all these so-called good guys with guns? Where are they? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are all these gun-toting good guys? The NRA always say, well, the reason why you can't have gun control is because, hey, it keeps the guns out of the good guys' hands, too. Where are all these good guys? I don't see them. Not one fucking time in the history of civilization I can think of, at least not in this country in the last 20, 30 years. Have you ever heard of a situation where there's a shooter and the guy says, wait a minute, I got him. I'm a good guy with a gun. Let me just return fire. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit, man. Once again, I am correct, and my opposition can kiss my ass.